How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Flesh and Blood video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today we have another episode of what I am loosely calling FAB with Friends. It's a series, kind of, because it's not really titled as such, where I invite content creators and other folks in the Flesh and Blood space here on the channel to play some Flesh and Blood with me. Today we are doing a little bit of a different approach than the last video. My last guest was Bill from the Spike Feeders, and we just played some really fun matches of Flesh and Blood. Today we have a recurring guest, one of the first guests actually ever on Red Zone Rogue, Iain Kenderdine, someone who used to work at Legend Story Studios. He's a huge fan of Flesh and Blood. He's played some of the most Flesh and Blood out of anyone in the entire world. Just look at his ranking. But yeah, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna talk. It's kind of just gonna be like me and him hanging out. We're gonna be playing some Welcome to Wraith Sealed, and we're gonna make it a little bit spicy. But it's just kind of like we're just hanging out, talking about Flesh and Blood for an hour or two. So I'll let Iain introduce himself, but before we do that, I do want to mention a couple quick sponsors. The first one is myself. Go check out redzonerogue.com for excellent, Flesh and Blood and anime themed merch. We have playmats, we have Dragon Shield custom Red Zone Rogue sleeves. The playmats are done by professional artists, either Flesh and Blood artists or professional anime artists. I really want to make them the best quality possible because that's really important to me, because I basically just want to make stuff that I would like to buy myself. Like if I saw someone else doing it, I'd be like, oh, that's awesome, I need to buy it. And I also just love commissioning these artists that I really, really enjoy. Also, you can check out my affiliate link with Channel Fireball. Using that link goes and directly supports me, so I highly appreciate it. You can use that link to pre-order Uprising or maybe the history packs, and you can choose which store you buy from, right? So it goes and supports that local game store, and if you use the promo code ROGUE, it goes and supports me. All right, enough shilling. Take it away, Iain.
Hi, I'm Iain from Right Time Gaming and my regular day job, and you're watching Red Zone Rogue. Trust me, Kellen, they won't notice the continuity at all. Coming up next, some Sealed.
I actually have to open this box. Long story short, there was someone fire selling Welcome to Wraith for like $50 or something like that, and I bought some. And so I have a inordinate amount of Welcome to Wraith now. So cool. I'm gonna open this up. I guess to start chatting, like how are you doing, man? I haven't had you on the channel for a while, but we played some games in the interim. How is Iain doing these days?
Yeah. No, I must admit, content-wise, I haven't actually done anything on my channel this year. I was just looking back, and I was like, I've started a number of things, but here in New Zealand, we've been sort of in this in Auckland, New Zealand, where I'm based, we've been in this sort of prolonged, not lockdown, but red light restricted sort of semi-lockdown type thing, and so not as much playing, not still getting a bit of playing in it, like locals and stuff like that, but not what it has been like, and that sort of, it's been a bit tough to stay inspired, because I keep having ideas of things that I want to do for content, but they sort of rely on being able to go to stores and like play some games and stuff like that. So but no, it's been good. I as you said, we've played some sort of off-camera games. So we've been 2022 is going to be the year of the Kickstarter game, and by that I don't mean people backing it. I mean it's like 2021 was the year that we all backed a bunch of games, and like 2022 is when they will show up. So I mean I know both of us have got some very similar backed games coming, and one of the games that we actually played was World Auto Racing, which was a real fun card game, auto racing game that I really enjoyed, and hopefully I'll get to put some of that content onto my channel at some time soon. But really, while waiting for that, FAB is been the thing that I've been playing when I can play, mainly Blitz, to be fair. I wasn't hugely into Classic Constructed, even though I have qualified for the Pro Tour, and I will be at the Pro Tour. I'm sort of like, when we got that banned and restricted list a couple of weeks back, saying that there was going to be another one in May 2nd, I think it is. I was like, you know what? I've got an idea of what I want to play, but there's no real point in doing too much testing until we know what the meta game's going to shake out like. I was saying to you, I went to like locals on Tuesday and played into a lot of Stavos and Viserais, which hopefully won't be what I'm playing in against at Pro Tour come the 2nd of May. But yeah. I guess this coming, I don't know when this is going out, but this coming weekend is Taiwan calling.
Yep.
And that's the one that's got like possible 100 points up for grabs, and that will get a better idea on whether or not Stavo is going to legend out or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think Blitz gets a pretty bad rap from a lot of folks in the community. I love Blitz. Next to Ultimate Pit Fight, it's probably my favorite format. Ultimate Pit Fight is currently my favorite format in Flesh and Blood, but sure. You play with a Blitz deck.
It would be mine
you play with a Blitz deck in that
anyway. People would invite me to play, right?
Eventually.
There's this guy in the UK. I don't even know what his name is. I just know that he's scared of me. he's scared of putting me on his channel. And you know, much like the English rugby team is scared of the All Blacks. You know, I understand, big threat. You know, you don't want to take on the best. You want to feel better about yourself by taking out some lesser knowns. But one day I'm going to get into that UPF.
Yes, you are to peel the curtains back just a little bit. First of all, open this box and we have 2 Reinar packs on the front, but also, like it's just the limitation of what we're doing. Like you can only really fit 4 people, like comfortably, like video wise, right? Like it just fits. It fits. But you are on the top of the list of guests. We would like to have guests. But you are on the top of the list of guests. Hey, we got to have someone to come in and beat Steven because he keeps winning. Yeah, I have not yet won. I don't think I've won a single Ultimate Pit Fight, and so I'm kind of gonna lean into being a heel and just being an absolute an absolute heel. Today.
Speaking of,
go ahead.
Speaking of which, before you move on, that is one of the big things that I am excited about about Pro Tour is not so much Pro Tour itself, but like the actual, you know, us all being in the same place. It's like, I'm guessing Az isn't coming over for that.
I don't think so. One. Yeah, but
you, me, Steven, Jim from TCG Cards, you know, actually just getting in a room and playing some games is you know, and you know, when I drop York on you guys, and we'll see how that goes.
I would like to echo those sentiments as well. That's what I'm looking forward to most for the Pro Tour. The Pro Tour itself is going to be great. All the events and everything going on there. The artist booth, I'm really looking forward to meeting the artists. I know Steve Argyle is going to be there. But just meeting everyone and just having fun and playing with everyone, like that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I do know that like a good number of us are either coincidentally or just not coincidentally staying in like the same area, like if not the same hotel, but like very close. So I think that's just going to make for a very fun dynamic, you know. I'm really looking forward to it, man. I think it's going to be awesome. And people out there watching this, if the Pro Tour hasn't happened yet, even if you haven't qualified for the Pro Tour, if you have the means to do so, I think you should go, because there's going to be a lot of side events. Like I said, there's going to be like an artist's booth. There's going to be you know, everyone's going to be there, man. It's going to be awesome.
I was talking to a good friend of mine, Sam. He's going to be there. He's not qualified for Pro Tour. He's him and his partner were traveling to Canada before, and he managed to talk her into adding the extra bit into the trip, and so he's going to come down and play side events and play the calling and stuff like that. So that's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one joke that I cut from the video that I put out today. I put out the video about this. I put out the video about this today, but I had a little joke at the start where I was like, You know, you can go to the Pro Tour, or you can go to the Pro Tour, and then you can participate in the calling, and you have a better chance of winning because all the really good players are already playing in the Pro Tour. So you, by default, you're going to be playing with people who aren't qualified, or people who scrubbed out of the Pro Tour, I guess. So there's that. You might have a better chance of winning a calling.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So what are we doing here today? It's a little bit different.
Yeah, we are playing Welcome to Wraith Spicy Sealed. We're playing Sealed plus a pack of Everfest. So it's just going to be traditional Sealed. And then we also got a pack of Everfest, which I think kind of spices it up a little bit. It also makes it a little more interesting in terms of card selection because Everfest packs only have 10 cards, and they support all of the classes as opposed to only 4 classes being in Welcome to Wraith.
Yep.
So you could get some amazing support in here, but also, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe you pull like some Runeblade cards. Who knows? Maybe you pull a Starvo and you just play Starvo.
You know, you could. I mean, technically, that's not a terrible pull, and Welcome to Wraith Sealed.
Yeah.
Alrighty, dude. Well, I'm gonna, as always, I'll leave my boy Greiner for the last pack, and I'll leave my Everfest for the last pack. I got double Bravo on here, so let's start with that. We'll just start cracking and sorting out as we go. Obviously, this lends itself into talking about the new product that is dropping before Pro Tour, which of course is the history packs.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that? I mean, much like myself, you'd be a man that has a lot of black bordered cards, so that you wouldn't need a lot of the cards from history. But are you excited about the idea of history packs, or?
Not to humble brag, but I have like multiple play sets of every card in the game, with the exception of, I think, Ave Ste. That's the literally only card I don't have in the entire game. So I don't need any of the cards, but I'm very excited for it for a couple reasons. Some of the reasons which are very unique to my situation. And super rare. Got a Bonehead Barrier right off the bat. Nice. I seem to pull these a lot in draft and sealed.
It's not a bad one because obviously you don't get as many defense reactions in this setup. So any defense is helpful.
But I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, for different reasons. I think it's going to be a very, very fun set to play sealed because it's going to be crazy. Like, just maybe not 6-pack sealed, maybe like 8-pack or 9-pack.
It's 10 cards, much like the Everfest, correct?
Yeah, so you'd have to do more, or what I really want to do and what I have planned is I want to do box sealed, like a live stream, like a box sealed live stream, and I have Bill from Spike Feeders on board, and DM Armada might be on board, and Iain, obviously you're invited as well if you have time and or the product.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be a lot of fun because it's just kind of like it's going to be a weird, janky, just fun thing because it's basically like a greatest hits. It's like a Flesh and Blood greatest hits set. So I think it's just going to be fun for that. Also, I think the white border are just hilarious. Ooh, that's
not great sealed, but not a bad pull.
Yeah, spicy meatball. And then I also just want to, like I said, just play with the weird, janky white border cards. Also, I think it is an amazing must-have, like very, very needed product for the international markets. That's where I think it's the most important. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree on that. Obviously, I'm very excited. I don't know how I'm going to get my hands on it, but I'd love to get a few packs from each of the international language history packs. Those are always been things that I've enjoyed getting my hands on in other games. So, oh man, that is a full set of iron right there.
Oh, wow. I would love to get red zinc below. I would love to get a case of German. I just want a case, but like you said, I have no idea how I'm gonna get it. I honestly don't know how. Go ahead.
I've got a good friend who lives in Austria, but so maybe I would.
Well, like for other games, for other games, I know that like US retailers sometimes carry them. Like if I wanted to buy like a Korean box of Magic, like it's not that hard for me to do. But I don't know how it's,
that's going to come down to how much actual quantity they do of the foreign language, on whether or not there is going to be that extra amount to go to and be able to get into English speaking places as well.
Yeah, I heard it's going to be tough. Pretty limited. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be just a kind of like a fun little thing. And I'd love to have, this is another thing, very, very unique to me, because, not just to me, but people who love Ultimate Pit Fight, and if you play with Go Bananas, I think it's going to be the best set to open with Go Bananas. So
yeah, I think we both had that same idea when we first heard about it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Go Bananas is obviously super fun for that sort of thing, and I also really like the idea of getting it I'd totally be down to play some box seal, but there is part of me that I'm interested in probably buying a box and seeing, how, because it's 36 packs, so it's while there's less cards per pack, there's 12 extra boosters. And it's going to be interesting to see. I really like the idea of getting a box and seeing how many common decks I can make out of it. Because I think that's another great thing that's sort of been formalized from Legend Story Studios is their format for what's the name for Commoner, which how do you find that? Because it's interesting. I did have have a conversation. I can't remember if it was with you or Stephen or in one of our general chats. That I thought it was interesting that it was very pointed that you could only play rare heroes, rare or token heroes. So it actually meant that you couldn't play the new young heroes from Everfest. And I think I have heard a thing the same. They were like, the thing is they don't want Majestics as part of the as part of it, because you don't want to you want new players to be able to basically get their hands on whatever whichever hero, whereas like a Majestics, while Majestics aren't particularly expensive at the moment, it's just it is an interesting case that they are just trying to be like, it is just going to be rare is the highest form we're going to go. And it also opens the window that if they ever reprint Everfest heroes in a rare or token form, that you'll be able to use them like that.
Yeah. I like it for simplicity's sake, right? Just to be like, it's all commons, and then you can have rare heroes and like 2 weapons. I think I like it for the simplicity's sake. I do agree that like the heroes, it's not like they're expensive, right? So yeah, I don't see a huge problem with it. It's kind of a bummer that you can't play with them, but it's also just like 3 heroes. And like you said, they could just get reprinted as rare later.
All right. So I opened my Everfest, and pretty much my good takes from my Everfest was I got a red Wild Ride and a yellow Bear Fangs. I also got a blue Steadfast and a yellow Macho Gun.
Ooh, all right. Let me open up.
Unfortunately, my rare was passing Mirage, which doesn't really help.
Yes. All right. So we got, that's a whiff,
and I also got like a blue higher stakes, which next time an attack you control, it's this turn create 2 coppers, which probably not going to use.
So I got a lot of wizard cards. I got an Arcane Lantern, which I could technically play, but it won't do anything. And then I got 3 wizard cards. 2 Runeblade cards. an illusionist card, and I did get 2 ninja cards and a wild ride. I got it's a red
Alright.
It's a red wild ride.
Yeah,
I might just go.
We
I might just go brute.
both got wild rides. Nice.
Yeah. And then
I'm looking at my ninja. So I'm looking at my ninjas, and I just don't have the combo lines here.
I got a breaking skills.
I've only got like 10 ninja cards. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discount ninja, and Everfest. So that's my first.
I actually might go ninja. I have a lot of 0 cost blue cards, so I could like really make use of these Kodachis. I don't know. I don't know. The ninja and sealed and limited for me is always like pretty. I usually avoid it just because it's really hard to do the combo lines like you said. But if you have a lot of starters, like combo starters, you might not need the lines as much. And like, I have a decent chunk here. I have 6 starters, 3 leg tap, 2 surging strike, and a head jab. And I also got a lot of ninja rares, actually. I have Flick Flack, Blackout Kicks, Fluster Fists. I might go ninja. My Guardian pool sucks. I'm not going to do Guardian. That's just a flat. That's just a flat. I'm not doing Guardian. Like,
ooh, that's interesting. 2 regurgitating slogs, but no sloggers. It's always a disappointment. So they are sold 6 packs if I decide to go brute.
Oh, I think I might be in the same situation as you. Oh no, I got 1 slogism. I got 3 regurgitating slogs. 2 of them are red, and then I got a red slogism. So I could maybe do a brute slogism kind of deck.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at here. I don't get a lot of generic blue, and I only got 5 blue for my Guardian pool. So I feel like there's just not quite enough blue for Bravo, and especially the blue that I have in my generic pool doesn't really help. So I think I am leaning towards probably playing brute.
Might have a brute,
which is not unsurprising for anyone who knows me. But
yeah,
I've always enjoyed brute and WTR sealed as well. So break it down to how many 6s we have.
This is heartbreaking. I have 3 leg taps, no rising knee thrust, and then 2 rare blackout kicks. So it's just like the absolute blank space in that combo line. So I'm debating ninja or brute, basically. That's kind of what it's coming down to for me. I did pull the ninja common equipment, which is not too bad. I will be bare feet, no matter what. I did not pull any boots. So yeah, that's just gonna be how it is.
No boot scooting boogie for you.
No boot scooting boogie. All right, so I got nimbleism, but I did get a nimble strike. But they're one of each, and they're not good. I got a blue nimbleism and a yellow nimble strike. I got a couple sigils. That's not bad. One of your favorite cards, you got Demolition Crew.
Nice. I got one, but it was in blue. Not the optimal. Not the optimal Demolition Crew.
I got a red one. But that Demo Crew will not be going into my ninja deck, probably, if I do ninja. I got some razors. You know what? I might be able to do ninja. I don't know if it'll be any good, though.
Yeah, and like this is the thing. Like, I have a Tome of Findle here. With no way to give go again. Like, I didn't get a time snap potion. I got one block of the Feather Walkers, but it's in blue. I'm like, I just don't think I'm ever going to be able to really get value out of the Tome of Findle without taking a turn off to do it. So,
yep.
It's possibly it may not make the cut.
Is what's the deck size for? Is it 20 or 30?
30.
30? Oh man. So with my ninja pool, if I'm just like, if I run everything that I think is decent, I think I have 29. So this the reason I'm very hesitant on Brute is I feel every time I play Welcome to Wraith Limited, I almost always end up going Brute. I probably like 80% of the time end up going Brute, which is funny because
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny because I actually don't really play Brute that much in Constructed. But I tend to just go Brute in Limited because I find it just to be very strong. Like, you don't need multiple card. Like, the individual card strength is pretty good, right? Like, so Wrecker Romp is just a strong card, you know? It costs 2. It comes in for 8. You have to discard a card, but that can be an upside. So it's like that compared with something like, you know, your head jab or leg tap or whatever. I mean, they're fine, but you need like multiple of them to be good. Like, you need to do like multiple head jabs or leg taps in a turn. Whereas like you just Wrecker Romp once for 8, and then maybe you also pummel if you're super greedy. So that's kind of where I am. I should probably just play Brute because I also have like these regurgitating slugs and I have this good stuff. So if I just went Brute, what are my options looking like? Got my deck.
Do you want to do a bit of a breakdown before we shut of what's in the deck, or do you just want to?
I mean, yeah, sure. My deck's not super spicy. The thing is like, I didn't open up any Majestics. I am running a super rare here. It's just the Bonehead Barrier. But I think it's just more consistently good than the Ninja deck that I was considering. The Ninja deck that I was considering had some lines, right? It had like 3 no, it didn't really have that many good lines. It had a couple. It had like Surging Strike into Whelming Gust Wave that I could do, and then I had one exact like head jab, open the center, Fluster Fist. So I technically could have done that, but I need those 3 cards. I didn't have any duplicates of them. So the Brute deck, I have a decent number of pump cards. So I have like Barraging Beatdown, which is the Intimidate, and then it gets pumped up unless they block with less than 2 equipment cards. We have Awakening Bellow, which is a good old plus, and then Intimidate, which is good. I have Primeval Bellow, which is a plus, but I have to discard an additional card. It's a +5. These are all red, by the way. All 3 of those were red. Mm-hmm. And then I have a good old red Slogism as well for more pumps. I got a lot of pumps in this deck. We're gonna be going really tall, like really tall. Then I also have some defense stuff. So I have a red Sink Below. I also have a yellow Sink Below. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I'm also running for pumps. I have a cheeky blue pummel in here as well. Let's see what else. Yeah, and so for defensive reactions, we have some Sink Belows, red, yellow. I'm also running a couple Sigil of Solaces because I opened up red and yellow sigils. All other defensive options, we have Unmovable, we have a Bonehead Barrier. So we have a fairly reactive deck. I have defense reactions, I have some attack reactions, so I have options on my opponent's turn. And then for the attacks, we have a solid 10 6 attacks or higher, including 2 red Regurgitating Slogs, which is nice. We have a yellow Regurgitating Slog. We have a bunch of Wrecker Romps, which is one of the reasons I even looked at Brute. We have a red and 2 yellows, which are all great. We have 2 red, or no, just 1 red Demo Crew, and a blue one, which we'll probably never actually use to attack. We also have, in terms of red, just really good ones. We have a Wounding Bull to go to 3 for 7. We have Wild Ride, which is a 2 for 6, which can get Go Again, which is cool. We have some Breakneck Batteries, which could also get Go Again. Pack Hunt, which is just a good 2 for 6, Intimidate. And then everything else is a little bit weaker than that. But they're just filling out the deck in terms of attack and just cards. We mostly use these for resources, but we have like a good old red Wounding Blow, blocks for 3, attacks for 4. We have yellow Pack Hunt, and then some just blues that we'll mostly just use for resources like Savage Swing, Pack Hunt, Smash Instinct, another Wounding Blow, and then the Snatch, which I don't know what we're going to be doing with this Snatch. Maybe we could play it after we give Wild Ride Go Again. I don't know. But it's a blue, which really matters. And also, I don't really have any other blues that I could substitute in for it that also block for 3. Yeah, literally the only other options are Flock and a Scour the Battlescape or a Razor Reflex. I could play the Razor Reflex instead. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me look. How many targets do I have in this deck that Razor could actually hit? Basically none. We're not going to run Razor. Alright, so yeah, that's my deck. I'm going to try to win by playing one of these multitude of pump cards. Like a Slogism into a red Wrecker Romp is kind of a lot. So that's kind of the goal. Yep.
Nice. So I got a full set of Iron Rod equipment.
Oh, my equipment.
I also got a Hope Merchant's Hood, so I'll be running with the Hope Merchant's Hood just to try and fix some hands, which are bound to happen. One of the reasons that I went in, I usually like to have 11 or 12 sixes to really make use of the brute strategy, but we got 10 here, and as I said, the other 3 classes setups weren't looking great, so we're going to play with what we know. We've got a rainbow one-offs of Wreck-It Romp, which is really good. Blue, yellow, red, always good. Then in the play and discard, we have a Savage Feast, red, and a Wild Ride, so both 2 for 6. Savage Feast obviously drawing a card, and Wild Ride hopefully getting Go Again if we discard a 6. Then we have Red Pack Hunt, which again, another 2 for 6 with an Intimidate on board, which are all really good. So those are my Brute 6s. And then we move on. We have Raging Onslaught, which is 7 for 3, which is super solid. Cost 3 to play it, but just the fact that it defends for 3 is really nice. We have Red Barraging Brawnhide, which again 7 for 2, costs 3, and your opponent has to block with 2 non-equipment cards, or it gets +1. And then we've got 2 red Regurgitating Slogs. The downside, unfortunately, for me, is that I didn't get a slog of them, so I'm not going to be able to turn on the Dominate with these, but they are 2 for 6, which is solid in this deck. And then my other reds, I have Red Scarf Scar, just really good card. Red Pummel and a red Sink Below, so a little bit of attack, a little bit of defense, and some Go Again. And pretty much I say 11 reds, because too often you can get stuck with a handful of reds. My yellows, I have Savage Feast, again not a 6, but will draw a card. Breakneck Battery, which could give me Go Again if I can discard a 6. Bear Fangs, which is a 5 base, but if I discard a 6, it can be a 7 for 2, which is solid. Pack Hunt, 5 for 2 with an Intimidate built in, which is great. Then we've got Demolition Crew, just because it's the best. It's my favorite card in Welcome to Wraith. Unfortunately, I would have loved the red, but this is the yellow, so it is only attacking for 5. And then rounding out my attacks in yellow is Wounding Bull. It's a 0 for 3, but more importantly, it blocks for 3. In my actions, defensive, and reactions, we've got Awakening Bellow for an extra Intimidate. got a yellow unmovable, yellow sink below, which will hopefully help me fix up my hand a little bit to get those sixes, and then yellow pummel as well. So we actually have rainbow pummel as well in this deck, which is solid. And again, why I've gone with a number of these yellow attacks that even though they don't have 6 attack, they are all 2 costs or higher, so they should be able to be pummeled. My blue got a Scar for a Scar, not a great card, but needed blue. Then we've got some brute attacks, Pack Hunt for Intimidate, Smash Instinct for Intimidate, another Savage Feast, which would draw a card if we happen to hit a 6 off it. I also got blue Snatch, which I got a couple of Scars, so I was like, maybe I can go Scar into blue Snatch, would be good. Then, as I said, rainbow pummel. We've got the blue pummel, we've got a blue sink below, which will hopefully fix the hand for 6s a little bit, and blue awakening bellow. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, generally in sealed, and again, had we not had an Everfest pack, I would have hoped that I would have got probably about two more good brute 6s to make this deck. But no, I'm not unhappy. Not unhappy with how it played out.
Yeah, I didn't mention, but my equipment's pretty sparse. I have 2 Iron Rot, Helm, and Gauntlets. I also pulled the Iron Rot chest, but I'm going to be running this Hardened Cross Strap instead.
Oof, I would have loved the Hardened Cross Strap.
Yeah.
Literally, it is my favorite piece of equipment in Blitz.
I love it. It's so good.
Anyone that's running Brute and Blitz and isn't running Hardened Cross Strap, you're playing it wrong. I know, like Barkbone's trapping gives you battle worn. I just think Tunic is too slow for Blitz. I love the fact that especially with the amount of go again you can have in a brute deck, that the Hardened Cross Strap is just so key.
Yeah, I really love. I've been really loving Vest of the First Fist in Blitz actually, in my like aggro decks. So like in my no fuse Lexi, if I'm not running the Tunic, I like running the Vest of the First Fist because you just get 2 resources if one of your things hits, and you can use those resources for reactions or whatever you need, or for Ranger loading your arrows because you have a resource tax on everything that you do because you're playing a Ranger.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
would you like odds or evens for the dice roll?
Let's do odds. I'm gonna go grab a Reinar. I don't have a Reinar.
It was evens for the first match, so I will take initiative when you get that.
All right, cool. All right, young Reinar acquired. The first box that I was going through was 2 sorted, and it looks like I had sorted out all the tokens from it. And I was like, I need to find one where I was lazy and all the tokens are just mixed in because I don't remember where the tokens are. So, second box was a charm. All right. So, good old orc dude. I need to really read the lore book because I'm curious as to what the brutes of the Savage Lands are. Are they like just humans? Are they orcs? Like I don't actually know. They look like orcs.
Yeah, they look all Korolki, orky type deal.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we are going to start off. I'm on the dice roll, so I'm going to start by pitching. Well, let's do this in the right way. Let's play that and pitch a blue. So I've got 2 floating. Awakening Bellow, which allows me to intimidate 1 card out of your hand, and my next brute attack card will get +2.
Cool. Give me 1 second. Let me grab. Something to keep track of my life.
I'm just going with the 4d6s.
Yeah, there we go. Put that there.
Actually, that's a good point. I do need to actually reach out to Team Covenant and see if I can get them to bring one of those to Pro Tour for me to buy.
Yeah,
Because as much as I love their stuff, unfortunately the shipping to New Zealand is atrocious.
You don't want to pay
for what it is.
You want to pay $40 shipping?
No.
Yeah. The I think Zach is going at least. So.
Yeah. No. I think they're both going. I think, both Zach and Stephen are going. So
that'd be cool. It'd be nice to just say hi to those guys again. I haven't talked with Zach like personally since the interview that we had together, but be nice to chat again in person.
I literally haven't talked to him personally since I was selling him the game.
yeah.
Like
2 years ago.
That was one of my calls was me and James on the line with Zach. Trying to convince him that it would be a game that Team Covenant would like to be involved in. Clearly that went pretty well.
Yes.
For all involved.
Yeah, I mean, out of a lot of other content creators out there, I really feel that Team Covenant's just ideals really align with my own a lot. I really like what those guys do. And since then, go ahead and
left to right, 1 to 4, and 5, 6 or reroll. So 3. So third from the left.
Left to right. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
All right. And then with my 2 floating, I'm going to play a blue pack hunt with my 2 floating. So 1 more intimidates.
Okay.
So we'll go left to right. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the card on your left.
Cool. All right.
All right, so this is now coming in for 6.
Just 6, no go again or anything?
And no go again. No.
I'll block 6 with 2 wounding blows.
That's a shame. I was hoping to get a 6 attack out of your hand. But,
yeah.
Oh well, that is what it is. So I will Arsenal and pass.
Cool. I will draw up when you do. All right, let's see what we can do here. That would have been interesting to know.
So with the history packs, right? How are you? How's your OCD? Are you going to mix and match black borders and white borders? Is that going to be an issue for you, or?
I kind of want to do so intentionally, just to like tilt people. Like I really want to run like a Katsu or a ninja, and then I'll have like one of my cold foil Kodachis and then like a white border Kodachi, and I'll be like, attack you with cold foil Kodachi, attack you with white border Kodachi, or like I think I was joking in my video, one of the videos that I made. I think it'd be hilarious pitching 2 first edition foil Command and Conquers to play your white border Command and Conquer, like just ultimate tilt. So likely, I don't know how much I will actually be playing, but I think it'll be some amount just for like trolling reasons, especially in like Ultimate Pit Fight games and that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna come in regurgitating slog just for 6.
I am not going to block initially and go to reactions.
Oh, you got like a unmovable or something? All right, I have no reactions.
So I'm going to play Sink Below, and I'm going to use its ability.
Okay, cool.
And then take 2.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to move to my arsenal, proceed to arsenal step, and then I'm just going to clean up everything else. And then it is your go.
So I'm going to lead out with a Scar for a Scar. Red, so it's coming in for 4 with Go Again, because I am on lesser life.
Yeah. 4 with Go Again. Let's see. I think we're just not going to block here. So I'm just going to take the 4 and, yeah, just take the 4. So go to 16.
I will then follow that up I'm just going to follow that up with a club for 4.
Okay, all right, just a club. I'm going to do no initial blocks and go to reactions.
All right, over to you.
All right, I will do a red sink below from Arsenal, and I'm not going to use its effect. I'm just going to use it as a blocking for 4.
As a block. All right, that's fine. So that is covered up. I will Arsenal and pass.
Cool. On my turn, I'm going to just play this sigil from hand. It's instant, so it doesn't require action point. So gain 2 life. It's a yellow one.
Yep, nice.
So go up to 18. And that's important because I'm going to do some discarding shenanigans. So we're going to attack with this yellow Wrecker Romp, paying for it with a blue Savage Swing. So I'm going to have 1 resource floating, and then I have to discard a random card from my hand. I only have 1 card in my hand, and the card is a red Wounded Bull, so that will trigger Reinar's Intimidate. And then let's do, yeah, from 1 to 4. We will roll just 1 to 4, and then 5 or 6 we'll just do a reroll. And that is a 2.
All right.
And then it's just a 7 because it's a yellow Wrecker Romp.
No initial block. Any reactions?
I have nothing going on. No cards in my hand.
All right. I will play yellow sink below.
Cool.
And I won't use its ability. So I will be taking.
Cool. You take 5. What's your life at?
I take. Is it red or sorry? Is it a red?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're blocking for 3, so you'll take 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on. To...
Cool. And then I am done. Clean up my turn. Over to you.
Alrighty. I am gonna start out by playing a Wild Ride from my arsenal. So I have 1 floating. And if you would like to roll the dice, go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So we'll start 1s above Reinar and then go from there. That is a 5.
Alright, cool. It is a 6. It is a regurgitating slot.
Nice.
So one intimidates.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it.
Alright.
I'll do the same thing. I'll do 1. Yeah.
Yep. So 2.
Cool.
1 in.
Cool. Got that one.
So that is now coming in for 6 with going.
6 go again. Let me look and see what I have. I think I want to do this next turn. So we'll block with. Oh, let's go again though.
Heads go.
I don't think there's any point to blocking this. It doesn't have an on hit, so I will take the 6. So I go down to 12.
Mm-hmm. So I have discarded the 6. So my romping club does have plus.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just try and so I'm gonna pitch my blue snatch to play a barraging Brawnhide. So it is 7 attack, and when it's defended with less than 2 non-equipments, it gets +1. So it's a 7 or an 8.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of damage.
It is. It's a pretty. It's not a bad turn for Seal. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just gonna block with 1 card. I don't want to. I need the cards. Brute's very card starved. class.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 6.
Yeah, I'll block 2 and end up taking 6.
Mm.
So that takes me down to 6. Alrighty. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
All right. This is going to be very interesting depending... Well, actually, it doesn't... I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, it does. It does matter. All right, let's do it. We're going to do Primeval Bellow, 0. As additional cost, discard a card, random card. My next Brute attack gains +5. So we just have 2 here.
All right, so we'll go odds for the club, evens for Greiner.
Cool.
It is odds, so it's
Odds for the club. Okay. So we are discarding. That is a pummel. Blue pummel. Which is kind of a bummer. The other card would have been nicer to for you to discard. But that is fine. It would have been way nicer for you to discard, actually, because it would have turned on my Romping Club, too. So since Primeval Bellow just says Brute Attack, not Brute Attack Action, it will pump up my club. And so we're just going to come in with the club. And we're going to pitch... There was a Wrecker Romp, by the way, in my hand. Yeah. So this is a 9 club.
That is
It's a decent
what are you
level.
on? 6.
I'm on 6, and you're at... We're at 10?
No, I'm at 14.
14, okay.
I do enough. A big play on whether or not I think I can kill you on the swing back and just take the damage here, which is a bit harder to do in this game with C. You're on 6.
Yes, I am on 6. I mean, you can just take you can just take the take the 9.
I'm considering taking the 9. Oh, do I do it?
The flavor here is that I'm just screaming at you with a club. I just have a stick.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yep. Yep. I get it. It is not lost on me.
It looks like he's kind of holding the club.
I'm gonna do something very British and take 9
Oh,
and go to 5.
all right. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna clean up my turn and pass it back to you. All right, let's see what I get.
All right. I am going to play Demolition Crew yellow. I'm pitching a blue to play it, so 1 floating. I'm going to show you a blue pummel.
Okay, all right.
For the show and tell part of it. So it is coming in with 5 with dominant.
Yeah, we're gonna not die here. Let's see. Which 3 block do we want to block with? This one's pretty good. This one's also pretty good. Alright, so I'll block with this Awakening Bellow for 3, plus my 2 equipment for a total of 5.
Right. I am going to pitch my blue pummel and play a yellow pummel.
Yep. Yep.
So that is now 8 dominate.
Yep, so it's a 3 coming through.
3 coming.
Cool. Do I get to choose for... It's not random. I get to choose for the discard for pummel, right?
You do get to choose for this guy.
So I think I will be discarding a red demo crew myself. So all this stuff goes into the junk heap.
Alright, I will draw up and pass to you.
Alrighty, my turn is very simple. I'm going to be doing the same amount of damage that you just dealt to me. We're going to crack the hardened cross strap. We're going to throw this Wrecker Romp at you, discarding the only card in my hand, which is a regurgitating slog, so it is going to trigger Greiner. So let's roll. Alrighty. That is a 2. And so that's a red Wrecker Romp, so that's 8.
My 5.
Love this hardened cross strap, man. That turned.
So good.
That turned a turn where I wouldn't have been able to do anything at all other than swing with a club into a pretty good turn.
I am gonna throw in a couple of pieces of equipment myself. My iron rock plate and gauntlets, and also a wounding blow. So blocking for
It's 5.
5. You've got no cards there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm tapped out.
So blocking 5, taking 3.
Yep.
Going to 2.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. I will clean up my turn. All my equipment is gone. We have naked Greiner.
Naked.
Buck ass naked Greiner. Just screaming. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, maybe. I might got something here. All right.
Now this is. What are you? And you're on 2. I'm on 2. You're on.
I'm on 6.
How are you on 6?
Oh wait. What did I didn't take the damage. What did I take from the?
Yeah. So you should have taken 3.
I took 3.
So you should be on 3.
I'm on 3.
Yeah, you should be on 3.
I'm on 3. Yeah.
That seems better.
Yeah. 3 to 2. Yep.
So with that in mind, I am going to pitch a yellow Bear Fangs to play a red Ricket Romp of my own, discarding my blue Ricket Romp. So that's 1 Intimidate.
Alrighty. And do you have no more cards in your hand?
No more cards.
Alright, which one would you like to... Actually, hold on. I can... Yeah, no instance.
If
yep,
you have
okay.
Sigil, you...
I do
so
not.
second from left, the one under Reiner.
Alright, which one is this one? Alright.
So coming in for 8.
8, and I'm at 3. So I need to block 6 of it. I mean, I can do that. It's just my turn's going to be very lame. All right, so this would have been a cool. This is how it goes with Flesh and Blood a lot. This hand would have been great if I could keep the whole thing, but unfortunately, I don't get to keep almost any of it. So we're going to be blocking. Yeah, exactly. We're going to be blocking for 4 from hand and then go to reactions.
No reactions from me.
And then I will also sink below yellow. So we're going to block 7 of the 8, and I'll take 1.
We'll draw up and pass.
The part that sucks the most about this is I had to block this way, otherwise I would have died, because these are just 2 blocks. So if it was if it was these 2, keeping the sink below is like, I'd rather just not die. All right, so on my turn, I'm just going to club you for 4, pitching this regurgitating slog.
And that's all you've got?
Yep. All I had was this regurgitating slog that you intimidated out. So it's just 4. But 4 is a good break point.
4 is not a bad break point.
Especially when you're at like 2. You're at 2, right?
I am at 2.
Yeah, I technically could have.
I'm gonna break my hood
No,
here.
I would have died.
Go fishing. So I'm gonna put 2 back in.
Okay.
And go fishing.
It's a good sign for me.
Just say when.
All right. Yeah. You're good. still have your boots, which means it's a little.
I do still have my
You're at effectively 3, not 2.
And you've got no cards in hand.
Oh yeah, I got nothing. The only things I have in play are this Romping Club, Reinar, and the Regurgitating Slug that I pitched. We're down to it. Just got this screaming naked orc boy.
So I'll go to 1.
All right. Alrighty. I will clean
That
up.
could be a misplay. But, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
if
clean up my turn and pass it to you. Ooh. I mean, my hand sucks. But it's poker face. All right, cool. I'm ready. Bring it.
The reason I went to 1 is so I can play Scar for Scar.
I see.
Which is lethal. Which is lethal.
So what color is it?
It's a blue, so it's only for 2.
All right.
But that is lethal, and it has go again because I went to 1.
All right. Now the question is are you crazy enough to run Razor Reflex in your? I know you are in Constructed, but are you crazy enough to run it? And also, did I pay enough attention to your deck? I don't think you are running it. All right, I'm just gonna play this red sigil and go up to 5, and then no blocks. So I'll take 2 and go to 3.
3. All right.
Yeah.
Then I'll come in for.
Good old Clubby McCleverson. All right, I will be blocking with. Yeah, I'm gonna be blocking with this Pack Hunt for 3. How many other cards do you have in your hand, by the way?
Just 1.
Just 1 card in your hand? Okay, I'll block with the Pack Hunt for 3 and take 1.
Alrighty.
Go to 2. Alright. So... yeah, we're just gonna... Oh, I could try to save up a better turn. I think that's probably what I want to do. Yeah. I'll fix my deck. Yeah. So I have 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna Romping Club you, pitching this Blue Smash Instinct, floating 1. So it's just coming in for 4.
Yeah, it's not just 4. I know you have Pummel.
But I have one card in hand, but only 1 resource floating.
Oh, that's an interesting.
So if I had Pummel, I'd be very sad. Yes.
Well, go what?
Cool. Yeah, I have no reactions or anything. I'm just gonna arsenal my final card and pass on over to you, and we'll see if I can survive this turn. Getting down to it, I only have 6 cards left in my deck. Ooh, got some good ones though. Yeah, we'll see.
Alright, let's see if we can't flip something good off the top. I'm gonna go Bear Fangs, drawing 1, and then random.
Okay, we'll just do evens will be the one above Reinar. Evens will be above Reinar. And that is odds. It's 5.
Not a 6, so that's just coming in for 5.
So it's coming in for 5. You have a card in arsenal, a card in hand, and some resources.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
I was really hoping it would come in for 7.
Yeah, and you also pitched a Pummel, so... This is
Probably means that I couldn't pay for it.
this is suspicious. I think I want to... Man. So it's coming in for 5, you said?
5, yeah.
Alright, so if I block 6 to kill me, you would need... Let's see, I'm at 2. What color pummel did you use before? You pitched... That's a blue pummel there. You pummeled me earlier for yellow.
Yeah.
So if you have a pummel, it's a red one. And then a red pummel would bring that up to 9. Oof, oof, oof. So I need to like heavily block here. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
To be honest, the major reason of playing that one is just at 1, I didn't want to have a 0 defense card in my hand.
I mean, that's fair. I'm still afraid of the red pummel here, so I think I need to do this to not die. Which is a bummer, which means my turn's going to be pretty crappy. Yeah. Because I can be greedy. So I'm gonna be blocking for... So here, I have 6 here. The real question is, do I commit another card? Committing another card is basically telling me that... Or me telling you that I think you have pummel, which would be blocking for 9.
Mm-hmm.
This represents me thinking you don't have pummel, which would block the entire attack and leave me with a pretty good turn next turn. But I think you have pummel, so I'm going to block 9.
Alright. Fair enough.
Yeah. Which is, I just blocked with a barraging beatdown, pack hunt, and a breakneck battery.
Yeah.
Some pretty good stuff there, but...
Pretty good. That's pretty solid stuff.
Yeah, especially combined with what I got here. The most unfortunate part is there was a pretty lean hand. There's like, that was 2 reds and a yellow. If there was a single blue in there, I wouldn't have done that. Because...
Right.
Is your turn done?
Yeah.
Because my other card was an unmovable. And I was like, if I had a single blue, I could have risked the pummel by a movable in response, but I couldn't because I couldn't pay for the a movable. So yeah, I'm gonna wild ride from Arsenal, paying for it with this unmovable. So I get to draw a card and discard a card. It is a red pack hunt, so it technically has go again, but we also have an intimidate trigger as well. Alrighty, let's see. Oop, off the table. It's a 4. And it's a red wild ride, so it's coming in for 6.
Get a block 6.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up my turn and pass it back on over to you. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, hand's not bad. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Average. Just coming in for 4.
It's coming in for 4. At 2. I think we just want to block. Coming for 4. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's see it. I'll block for 3 with Savage Swing. You got the pummel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have a boneheaded barrier.
So you're paying for that?
Yep. So pay for the bonehead barrier, floating 1 resource. Let's roll
no
some
gambles
dice.
gloves.
Let's roll some
See
dice.
it.
Is it 3? So I'll be blocking 6 effectively. How much are you coming in for total?
I'm coming in for 8.
Oh, I'm dead. Ah, bummer. Yeah, I had a wrecker romp in my hand, so I could have blocked, but it's just like, you know, let's gamble. Let's gamble. Oh man, yeah, I knew you had that freaking pummel, man. Yeah, that was my hand. Not too bad. Basically, my turn was just going to be attacking with a regurgitating slog for 6. But yeah.
With dominate, right?
Yeah, because I do have a slogism that I blocked with before.
Yeah. That was my worry, right? I was like, I need to kill you before that regurgitating slog comes back around.
I just gambled on the boneheaded barrier, and it did not pay off. I got
that is a tough one.
Very average roll, you know. Yeah, I'm down for another one if you are.
Yeah. Do you want to go first or second?
I
did go first last time, so if you want to.
I think I like going second in this one, honestly.
All right, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. This will be a very easy video because I don't plan on editing in all of the cards and stuff. Because man, if people are watching this far, it takes a lot of time to edit in all of the cards and the effects, and you have to sync it up to the right moments, and it just takes forever. And then those videos, like this is a little, you know, inside baseball. Like they don't do as good. Like I can do a video that just me sitting there talking for like 10 minutes about whatever FAB 2.0 or whatever. Yeah. Gets like, you know, 2,000 to 4,000 views, and then I put out a video that I worked like 10 hours on, and it's like half or less than that. So it's like this time, I apologize. This is just it's gonna be more casual. I wish I made enough money to hire an editor, and I have a good like I know someone who's a good editor. But you know, I want to pay him, you know, decent, you know, right? I want to pay them what they're worth, and I can't afford that. So maybe someday I can do that, but right now I cannot. Like I'd be paying them, you know, X, you know, amount of money, and then the video would earn me like maybe 20,
wage.
Maybe 20, not even that. It was like less than that. I'd probably pay him like,
right. I
think for 8 hours of work. A lot of folks consider something like for content, $200, $250, something like that, depending on who you're talking to. And then the video itself, like ad revenue, will make like $20. Like, so, yeah. Alrighty, I got my hand. I am ready to rumble.
All right.
Rumble in the jungle.
It's gonna look a little bit familiar from the last
one. Alright, yeah.
Lead out with Awakening.
Yeah, that one does Intimidate.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty, we got Romping, Greiner, and the other two.
So under Greiner.
Alrighty, what is this? Alright, what is actually what is it? Okay, that's not bad.
As you said, it looks very familiar. That's my blue pack hunt. So another Intimidate.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
So under Romping.
Ooh,
so it's coming in for 6.
That's a good one. I hate blocking with these cards, but you made me Intimidate as a card that I would. Anyway, you'll see next turn. I'm gonna play it. Anyway, I don't want to block with this, which is. Oh well. Let's see what I got. No, I do want to do that. Yeah, I'll block 6. Unfortunately, I'm blocking with my Wrecker Romp, but. Yeah, let's block it. Block 6.
That's a solid exchange. I will ask one time.
Cool. I will draw up for the turn. Interesting. Let us. I mean, yeah, let's go for it. This is a card I didn't want. I did want you to Intimidate. It was Wild Ride because it doesn't block at all.
Yep. Yep.
So that's a Wild Ride. I will draw a card, and I have to pay for it first. I'll play for it with this Bonehead Barrier. And then I will draw a card and discard a card at random. So drawing a card. What is the card?
Yep.
Interesting. All right, so let's just shuffle it up. Which one?
We'll go the one under Greiner.
Alrighty. That is a red pack hunt, so it does have Go Again, and it will trigger Intimidate.
And Intimidate? Yep.
Yeah. Also triggers Romping Club too, I guess. Let's roll, and we got a 2.
Alrighty.
So that's just a casual 6 coming in. With go again. Which is nice.
Yeah. Not the turn I wanted this to happen. No initial block. Any reactions?
Nah, no reactions.
Pitch a snatch to play a yellow unmovable for 6.
It's pretty good. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. So with the go again, let's just romping club for 5. Pitching the rest of my hand, which is a red slogism and a red regurgitating slug. Very
I'm gonna have to take 5.
cool. Yeah, I like to see that. All right, I'm just gonna clean up my turn and pass it on to you. See what we got. See what we got. All right. Yeah, I really don't play a lot of brute, so this is like an interesting puzzle for me.
I'm gonna hope Merchant's Hood.
Oh, okay. That's good sign for me.
Just say win and I'll.
You're good. You can.
See if it gets better. We're just kind of 6 with regurgitating.
With regurgitating slug. Let's do. Yeah, I think I wanna do that. I'm gonna do go to reactions.
Alright.
Do you have any reactions?
No reaction.
I'll do red sink below, and I will use the ability. We'll get rid of this.
Very
one.
good at both.
Yeah. Put that on the bottom and then draw. So that's a blocking for 4. I'll take 2. Alrighty, let's see which one is the most optimal. I guess this is technically the most optimal. Yeah. All right, so let's Wrecker Romp, pitching blue snatch, discarding this wounded bull. So we're gonna have intimidate trigger, and this is gonna come in for 7. So roll. That's a 6, so I'll just re-roll. That's a 1.
Seven?
Yep, that's a 7. And it's a foil. I'll have foil, yellow, Wrecker Romp.
What? Got something else.
Ah, yeah, nothing. I got nothing.
Down to 11.
Cool. Pass on over to you. Let's see. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Play pitch blue to play Wild Ride. Arsenal.
All right. 1 will be Romping Club. That's a 2, so Reiner.
It is a 6.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
I get an intimidate and a go again.
Yep. Intimidate. Here we go.
Reroll. So the one under Romping Club.
Romping Club. Okay.
6 with the go again.
Yeah, the go again's pretty rough on that.
Yeah, you can sort of see why there wasn't that much of it in Welcome to Raid.
Yeah. 6. How many cards do you have in your hand? Oh god. Okay. We'll just take the 6 here, unless you got a reaction.
No reaction.
All right, 3, and then 3 go down to 12.
Okay, let's gamble a little bit. Got a pitch to play Bear Fangs. Nah, not a 6. So it's just coming in for 5.
That's a 5, you said?
Yeah.
All right, I will be. Let's see. I'm just going to. Let me see what I want to do with my turn. Yeah, that works. That works no matter what. Okay. Yeah, that works no matter what. I'm just going to play a Sigil of Solace. So I'm going to gain 2 life, go to 14, and then no blocks, and take 5 and go to 9. Unless you have a reaction.
Yep, that is fair.
Cool.
All right, over to you.
Cool. All right, so the card comes back to my hand. Yeah, this is one of those things with Brute, right? You just need. I needed 3 cards in my hand for this to work.
Yeah. Sealed Brute is pretty tough.
So this is a Primeval Bellow, so I need to discard a random card here. So this is the one that gets +5 and that has go again.
Sure. Odds will go for Reiner.
Okay.
Reiner.
So it's Reiner?
Yeah.
Cool. Is this... Oh, not the one I wanted. So that's a wounded blow. And then we're just going to Romping Club you for 9 again. I did have... oh, no, this was just... It was going to be no pump anyway. The Regurgitating Slog was yellow. Anyway, yeah, so it's coming in for 9.
All seems very familiar to the last game.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does. Maybe this time I'll roll higher on on Bonehead Barrier.
Minus.
Did I have another slog in my bin? Nah, I pitched it. Okay. Just casual 9. No big deal.
What are you on? You're on.
I'm at 9, yeah. Now, for those watching, I technically could have popped my cross strap and attack with the Regurgitating Slog, but that's only a 1 damage difference, and I couldn't have given it Dominate because I don't have a Slogism in the bin. So I don't think it's the 1 damage difference is worth it in this situation. It's better saving the cross strap for a turn where I really need it, because I didn't actually need it for this turn to still attack.
I'm gonna block 5 here and take.
Took 4. Cool. You're at 7. Okay. Pass turn. Clean up. So it's a 9 to 7. Yeah. Close again.
Gonna pitch a blue, play Demolition Crew, showing you a red brick.
So that is
coming in for 5 dominate.
5 dominate. All right. Let's see. I need to keep this. I'm gonna keep these 2, but I would like to have this later. All right. I'm gonna do something similar. So I'm gonna play a red Sigil of Solace to gain 3 life, and then take 2, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just take 2 and go to 7.
All right.
Alrighty, is it my turn?
Your turn.
Alrighty. Okay. Do I save this, or do I just do it for the Intimidate trigger? It would be 2 Intimidate triggers, and put you in a pretty tough spot. I think I'm gonna... Oh, no, I don't. I don't have enough resources. That's fine. We'll just have 1 Intimidate trigger. So I'll do a red Barraging Beatdown. So let's Intimidate. Intimidate once. That's a 3. Yeah, Barraging Beatdown does affect the Romping Club, which is very
Great.
relevant because that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be clubbing. I'm going to pitch this yellow unmovable, floating no resources, but I do have one card in hand. So it's coming in for 4 with the Barraging Beatdown effect, which for the viewers out there says, while this attack is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it has +4. So it's effectively 8 unless he blocks with 2 cards from his hand.
Block with that and go to reactions.
No reactions from me.
Play Sink Below, and I will use the ability.
Okay, cool. And that Sink Below was from hand?
Sink Below, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you block it all out. I think you would have blocked it all out anyway.
Yeah.
Or would have been one off, whatever. It doesn't matter. You blocked it out. I will just clean up my turn, arsenal the last card in my hand, and pass it to you. All right, let's see. Let me actually read this card a little bit better. Okay.
I'm going to pitch Blue Snatch to play the Wreck-It Romp last turn, discarding Raging Onslaught red, so that is 1 Intimidate trigger.
Yep, go ahead and Intimidate.
4, so
4?
the one on your... Yep.
Yeah, let me see which one this is.
And coming in for 8.
Yeah, it's a big number here.
No cards in hand.
Alright, coming in for 8. Alright, so this is where I need to plan out my turn. I think I can do... I need another card, though. So I think I can get away with blocking with 2 of these. Or just with 1 of these, I mean. So we're going to block with Demo Crew. If I did this, I take 6 and go to 1. This is blocks for 2, take 6. You have no cards in your hand.
No cards.
And I think I'd rather save the Iron Rots for a Dominate turn. Yeah, so I'll block 2 and go to 1.
Alrighty.
Like to live dangerously.
Alright, awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Alrighty, let's sequence this turn in a way that makes sense. Alright, so we're going to start off by playing an Awakening Bellow from Arsenal, pitching this blue pummel. The blue pummel is going to be floating 2 resources, which is super relevant. So Awakening Bellow gives +3 to my next brute card. So it doesn't pump the club, it does only cards. But it does have an Intimidate. Yeah. That's one of the things I was thinking about last turn, because I, Arsenal did it. And I was like, nah, it has to be a card. So it's a 4. And then with my 2 remaining resources from the pummel, we are going to play this red Breakneck Battery. So as additional cost to play it, I have to discard a random card. I only have 1 card in my hand, which is a Regurgitating Slog. So we're going to trigger Intimidate again on Reinar. And it technically has Go again, but I don't have any resources or cards in my hand. So, oh, I should have... No, it wouldn't have worked. I have to discard the card. Yeah, anyway. So that's... let's roll. That's a 4. I'll just re-roll. 2. I may have been able to sequence that better with the cross strap, but
yeah. So
I'm not
how you actually
sure.
sequence that is you crack the cross strap, which will pay for the Breakneck Battery, and then you'll have the 2 resources floating from. Because how does cross strap read?
That's true.
How does cross strap read?
Yeah, it's the next attack action card you play this turn. So I should have cracked the cross
strap
first.
Yeah, you should have cracked that, and then you would have been able to
the club.
use the 2 floating to the club.
Yeah. This is still
really
this.
Good job.
This is still 9.
Yeah, you did a really good job at intimidating the cards that I wanted to block.
Yeah, that might have actually won me the game, because the club would have been coming in for 5. Yeah.
So it's coming in for 9. So.
Yeah, 6 from the Breakneck, and then +3 from the Awakening Bellow.
Alright, I can only block 4 with my 2 stars. So I'll go down to 3.
Yeah, that would have won me the game if I did that properly. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I will go ahead and clean this up.
My turn. All I can do is come.
Just clubbing.
Yeah.
Let's do. You have one card or one in
No,
arsenal,
one
but nothing else.
No, it's technically in hand.
Oh, in hand. Okay. But like no floating resources or anything.
No.
All right. So I think I just want to. Yeah. We'll just do. Oh, I'm at 1. Yeah. We will block with iron rot, and then we'll sink below for 3, so it's a total of 4.
Yeah.
And I am going to use sink below's ability. Try to get something a little bit better.
I asked.
All right. Yeah, I think it's just going to be 7. So Wrecker Romp for 7, paying for it with, I think I'd rather have this on the back end. Paying for Smash Instinct, discarding this blue pack hunt, so no Intimidate triggers. Technically floating 1 resource, but it's coming in for 7. Which is another really good break point.
That is annoying. Oh. Three reactions.
No, I got nothing.
Yellow sink.
Okay, so that's 6 blocking total.
6. Yeah. So I think.
Cool. And then I will pass to you. So I should be getting some spicy stuff coming up here.
Yeah, I like it's coming. Club.
Doing the club. All right, I think I can get there. So we're gonna, yeah, block with this slogism, as well as. You have how many cards in hand?
2.
2 cards in hand?
Mm-hmm.
Just block with everything. I think I can win next turn. So I'll block 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in for 4. Do I need to block more? Yeah, we'll block for 6.
Coming with a pummel for 7.
What color pummel is that?
It's just yellow, so it's just +3 so it's going to be for 7 altogether. So it'll be doing exactly 1.
Oh, it's annoying. It's so annoying. That was game. All right, Bonehead Barrier. Pitch the Regurgitating Slog, Bonehead Barrier.
Roll 0.
Yeah, right. That's another 3.
Alright.
But at least this time it saved me.
Yeah.
All
That's pretty good because you would have just intimidated me with that.
Oh, I was gonna dominate the Regurgitating Slog.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah, if Bonehead Barrier.
Saves me.
Yeah, if Bonehead Barrier was any other card, I would have thrown it in the bus too because I was gonna harden Regurgitating because I
fair enough.
pointedly blocked with the slogism. All right. Alrighty. Well, the good news is that card's gonna be coming back up because I only have 8 cards in my in my deck now. Actually, it might be enough. By the way,
what you're telling me is I have to kill you before that happens.
Yes. By the way, I just pass back to you. I drop and pass back.
Right. I'm going to pitch 4 to play Barrage and Brawnhide, so it's coming in for 7 or 8 if you don't block with 2 non-equipments.
Cards in hand and resources?
One card in hand and 1.
Okay, cool. Just 1 and 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So... yeah, this works. This works. Okay, so I'm gonna block with a demo crew from hand, and then I will go to reactions. Do you have any reactions?
Sure, no reactions.
I'm gonna play this unmovable from hand, pitching this blue snatch. Alrighty, let's see. Show me potato salad. Hardened cross strap, yellow regurgitating slog, and I will do the slogism to try to win. So it's a 5 dominate. So this is basically like, do you got a movable or something like that?
No. I'm still good because I've still got an iron rock legs, and I'm on 2.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. That's interesting. So I will throw 4 in front of it and take 1.
All right, you are at 1, and I am also at 1. I will draw up, and it is your turn. How many cards do you have left in your deck?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. I have 1. I have 1 card in my deck. Well, and then a full hand, but yes, 1 card in my deck.
Yeah. For 4. 1. 2 cards in hand, 1 in front.
You and your pummels. So you can max play 1 pummel out of the 3 cards. Yeah.
No, technically I could play 2 pummels.
If you had a blue and then the other 2 cards are pummels, yeah. So you specifically need a blue and two pummels, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's coming in for 4. Can you show me what pummels have been played in your graveyard?
No. There's yellow. There's a blue.
Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. So I gotta play like this is 8. All right. So with that said, I need to block 3, 6. Oh, that's so rough. Yeah, it's rough. You block like that. That sucks. That's the only reason you'd be clubbing instead. I'll block 8. Smash Instinct for 3. Pack Hunt for 3. And then that Regurgitating Slog for 2. So blocked for 8.
You got it.
Yep. Alrighty. I romp and club you for 4. The good news is it requires at least 2 cards from your hand.
You're right. It does.
The bad news is I'm pretty sure I'm dead next turn.
Well, you'll have what, 2 cards?
Yeah, and you know what one of them is because it's visible on the board.
Oh.
I think I might have an idea what the other one is too.
Right. And reactions.
I got nothing, man.
Yep. All right. So that's blocking for 4, and I will use the same close.
Yep. Alrighty. Is this a demo crew? Hold on, let me take a look. Oh no, it's not.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because I got exactly the card I need to win the game.
Oh yeah, I'm
so
super dead.
So I'll pitch this yellow Wreck-It Romp to play Pack Hunt red. Also intimidate 1 card out of your hand. Coming in for 6.
Yeah, I'm dead. Block 2 and die.
Oh.
I had a pummel and a snatch left in the deck.
Yeah. My last 4 cards were not great either.
Yeah. I could have won if I didn't punt that turn, but you know, that's how it.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Yeah. It's just seeing that line and making sure that you fully read the card to see that you can crack back to pay for the attack even while you have resources floating. So
yeah, it's a lot of it's just inexperience playing brute.
Oh yeah, no.
And sequencing that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun. They were both fairly close, you know, a little bit down to the wire there.
Well, both down to one on both those games, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was like just one dominate attack away, you know.
So with this, obviously, it's very close to commoner. How are you feeling about that? How are you feeling it? Because with the commoner decks that you've made, do you have to make too many changes in your commoner decks, or are they pretty much fall in line with what with the format that LSS brought out?
Yeah. So they're basically the format that LSS put out is basically the format that I play, minus the rares. I didn't play with any rares at all. So my decks were just 0 rares. It opens up possibilities.
Even the weapons and heroes?
Yeah, I did none at all for the decks that I've been doing. I do have a Kasai build variant of my Dorinthia build that I think is better. So it just makes my Dorinthia deck a little bit better. But yeah, other than that, I really like Commoner. I think it's very fun. Like, you can build some quite powerful decks in Commoner, and they feel good to play. So I think it's a really good way to like teach new people, because you're not playing with like underpowered decks. They're still like optimally powered within the format. So you're playing with some good stuff. My Prism deck is just like a big angel deck, but it has some like tricky stuff in it, and I have beat a was it a Bravo? I beat a Bravo with my Prism deck in DM Armada's like online the webcam tournament thing. And but yeah, so I think it's a lot of fun, and there's some heroes that are obvious forerunners. I think the Warriors are very strong. Not Bolton. Kasai and Dorinthia are very strong. Though I guess Bolton can be very strong too. You can just build them basically the exact same. But
he loses his solid combo pieces though. Like
he doesn't really.
The problem is he doesn't have a finish with that without.
Well, literally you could just build them the exact same as Dorinthia. But you just the downside would be you don't get Dorinthia's hero ability. Which is good, and same with Kasai. Kasai is a really good hero ability, and
because cash outs are rare, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you don't even get cash out.
Yeah, but Kasai, you don't really care about that. You just want the free second attack.
Yeah, of course.
Which is nice with all the pumps, just a bunch of pumps and free second attack. Yeah, I like Commoner a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. My only downside is because it's Commoner that there's just some archetypes that don't have enough cards yet to make them into archetype. But I think over time, over time you will.
I think that's really interesting though, because it does lend itself to start looking at the heroes differently.
Yeah.
Like it's very interesting. I've seen a few people take on it, and they're sort of like, I saw someone who's like, oh, Wizard's going to be terrible in Commoner. Like, you are absolutely. You have no idea if you think Wizard is terrible in Commoner.
I mean,
like,
it's pretty.
Wizard
good.
is really good in Commoner. Because the thing is, you play defense reactions and you play like Voltic bolts and stuff like that, and like, so you can split that. You effectively play it almost like a split damage Rune Blade. And it's actually very brutal.
Yeah, I was gonna say two small attacks with Go Again followed by like a red Voltic bolt is like disgusting. Like a scar for a scar into another whatever with Go Again and then Voltic bolt is gross. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot like what happened when Blitz first came out. This is showing my age of being in the game since the get-go and since before formats came in. Whereas a lot of people, when they first looked at Blitz, they were just like, "Oh, I'll just take one each of the playset of my cards out of my CNC deck and play that." But obviously. Blitz has evolved way past that and into something very different. And I think that is the thing about Commoner is I feel like Commoner really gives you the opportunity to look at some of these classes very differently and play to. I mean, and this is why I love the format. It's like I love throwing down a hero and people going, all right, I think I know what's about to happen, and then you like flipping the script on them.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite, you've played against it. One of the first Commoner decks that I made was my Razor Reflex. Razor Reflex Levia deck, which is just so much fun to play because people just don't see it coming.
I really like the format. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's the perfect way to like teach someone how to play, like the basics of Flesh and Blood, because it's still all there. I think some heroes are really, really good. I think Everfest made some heroes even better. I think Chain is actually disgusting in it.
Yeah, well, that's the interesting thing about Chain, right? Like just being able to give anything Go Again, like not even like playing to soul shackle yourself out, just going like, okay, these games aren't full turns. I can just actually go be aggressive with Chain and just give something Go Again and just attack twice. It's actually really
that new card from Everfest that if you've created, it's like the Runeblade card that if you've created a aura, it has like Dominate. Is that what it is? It has like
no, it just has like +3.
No, not that one.
Oh no.
The one that looks like they're
even that one.
They're like drowning him. Did I open it? Hold on. Let me look to see if I even opened it. I did open it. Yeah, Drowning Dire. Yeah, it does give him Dominate. If you played or created an aura this turn, it gains Dominate, and then if it hits, you can put a non-attack from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. So just giving this Go Again. So it's like a 5 Dominate with Go Again, and then you could like follow that up with the other card that you mentioned for 7. Is pretty good. Jane got some really nice stuff in Everfest at Common.
I might have to go make the Jane get.
Yeah, it's really good.
Which is a phrase that I don't think I've ever said in my life.
Yeah. And then
that's the other thing about Commoner is that there's heroes that I'd never look at playing that I will happily put together a Commoner deck for.
Yeah, and it's so like cheap. It's just like it's just fun. I don't know. I really like it, and I've seen some people kind of picking up a little bit more, and I'd love to see more people pick it up and try it out. I'm gonna be bringing some Commoner decks to the Pro Tour, so if I have time at all. We'll see. But yeah, I'm
really
gonna bring some.
And the other thing I really like about Commoner as a thing is it's the sort of thing that you can actually really make a sort of a fun like play for pink slips when you're like, let's have a game of Commoner with our decks on the line.
Yeah. What?
Because you're like, if I lose it, all I've lost is a bunch of common cards.
One
right?
thing that I've always wanted to do, pardon me, but I've never been able to actually participate in, is I've always wanted to do a anti-league, to play like in a league where you have to ante up cards every single round.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And doing that in like a limited format or something like that would also be really fun. And you have to actually like ante your super rare cards. And I've seen other anti-leagues where like you sign the card that you ante over.
Yeah.
And so you'll end up with like a deck full of just like cool signed cards from the people you play against.
Yeah, totally.
That's something I really
like
love
that.
to do.
I mean, you could kind of do that in like you could do that in a sealed, right? Where you're like, it's Commoner sealed, but each round, but you play 6 rounds, and each round you have to ante up one of your reyes that you pull.
Yeah,
That'd be kind
I think sealed makes it super fun too, because if you pull like a really cool majestic, then you might have to ante up your majestic.
Exactly. That's why you have like 6 rounds, right? So like, if you go 06, you have to give away six reyes, whereas like if you win the round before, you get that rare that you can ante it. Like if you're like, I'll ante someone else's card and that I just won if I want to get mine. That'd be kind of cool.
And then if you like run out of, if you have too few cards, maybe you can buy back in, like buy a booster pack or something to get back in. I would love to do that. That's if I if I went to local game stores more often, if I had the time to do that, that's something that I would try to push to do. I've always thought of doing something like that.
Maybe you should do that as an underground and after hours for Pro Tour.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Do like a find us an anti find us an anti up Commoner.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes and see how exhausted people are afterwards. Like at the callings, and I imagine we probably end up doing something like this too. I remember was it Orlando? Like Steven had just bought. DM Armada had just bought a couple booster boxes. We got a couple booster boxes on a whim, and we had some just weird limited. Like we had a 4-person draft. We had some weird sealed stuff. Like it's just a lot of fun, and I imagine we'll end up doing random crap like that. To be honest,
one of my favorite things about Gen Con with another game that I play, which is Super Show, the card game, which is the wrestling card game, is that the Gen Con, because it's a big con and stuff like that. Obviously, you have tournaments and you have competitive play and stuff. But what we'd always do is someone would buy like a clock and make a 24/7 belt.
Oh yeah.
And basically, what it was is that you had it, and anyone could challenge you for the belt at any time. At any time that they saw you, as long as they had a deck and you had a deck, and then basically like through the Facebook group and stuff, you followed around who the 24/7 champ was, and like you go find him, like you challenge him at you'd be at like Steak and Shake, and someone would be like, you got the 24/7, let's have a game, and bang bang bang. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool to do like a Commoner 24/7 challenge for a Pro Tour.
Yeah, that reminds me of an old, I guess it's old now, movie. It's an anime movie called Afro Samurai, where everyone's trying to kill each other for their headbands. And you want to get the #1 headband, but you can only challenge. Well, I think you could challenge anyone. I don't remember the exact rules of it, but if you kill them, you got their headband.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. All right, man. I'm losing my voice here. Thank you so much for joining me for some games.
No problem.
I appreciate it. If someone's watching this far into the video, which is probably like, I don't know, like almost 2 hours long, comment down below a secret word that I don't know. Ian, give him a secret word to comment.
24/7.
24/7, exactly. Comment that down below. Also, let us know if you're going to the Pro Tour. Because Ian and I are both going to the Pro Tour, and you should go to the Pro Tour too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'll put it out there. If you have a common in a deck and you find me anywhere outside of tournament time, I will be down for some commoner. So I'm happy to take on all comers in commoner.
Nice. So yeah, thank you once again. Definitely go check out Ian's stuff. We'll have a little intro, so that should also all be at the intro as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.